Khalil Rountree battled unbelievable odds to become, however, his biggest win might be what he has accomplished outside of the cage. Overcoming all odds, Khalil overcame a horrible childhood tragedy. In 1992, Rountree's dad, Roderick, was shot twice during a botched armed robbery at a hotel in Chicago while he was working as a tour manager for Boyz II Men. He passed away in an elevator in the early hours of that fateful morning, leaving Khalil without a father figure in his life. Khalil was only 2 years old when he witnessed the death of his father. Naturally, it left a massive dent in his childhood. When I was 2 years old, my father was murdered. He was a manager for Boyz II Men. There was a time in his career when he was a personal bodyguard for Muhammad Ali. I have this plaque that was given to me from Boyz II Men. Khalil often becomes emotional when discussing his childhood, particularly regarding his father. The absence of his father had a significant impact on him. He didn't have a male role model to look up to and emulate until his older brother took up that mantle. Despite his father's absence, he has played an essential role in molding who Khalil is today. Rountree would proudly recount in interviews how many people would come up to him when he was just a child and tell him how his father helped them or looked out for them one way or another. This made him determined to be exactly that kind of person, a journey in which his mother and older brother had a big part to play. However, he faced one major issue. Khalil lived an unhealthy lifestyle. At one point, he weighed as much as 300 pounds. What he needed was an entire lifestyle change, and luckily, he would find his purpose in life soon enough. Life-changing decision. By his teenage year, Khalil was smoking 2 packs of cigarettes a day and binging on fast food and fizzy drinks.
I'm 19 years old, 305 pounds, 2 packs of cigarettes a day, soda only, I didn't even care. I don't care if I wake up today. I'm gonna drink myself and hope that I don't wake up tomorrow.
Life was totally out of control for him. One day he went to sleep, but he felt an unusual jerking near his heart. That health scare was a wake-up call. He understood that if he wanted to live a better life, then he would have to change his lifestyle as soon as possible.
I got myself up to 305 pounds at 19 years old.
It was around that time that he decided to change his life. He saw his peers going off to college or getting jobs while he was living in a 1-bedroom apartment with his mom, brother, niece, and sister. One day he was watching MMA with his older brother and felt an attachment toward the aggression and anger the fighters were displaying. In particular, Rampage Jackson, who was the coach of that Ultimate Fighter season. Instantly, he knew what he wanted to do with his life. Rountree's brother, who also had aspirations of being a martial artist, revealed in interviews how he made a pact with Khalil to keep training together. Initially, there was not much of a goal to become champions or anything like that, but just to keep fit and out of trouble. However, before he could pursue his ultimate dream, he had to lose over 100 pounds. What he did next completely altered the course of his life. MMA journey. It was an uphill battle. Overweight and without a combat sports background to speak of, Khalil was starting entirely from scratch. After looking up local gyms in the Las Vegas area, he said that he and his brother decided to try the Van Fight team because they wanted to learn to fight like Wanderlei Silva. Now, showing up to his first class at the gym ended up being a life-altering experience for Rountree. The first class was a Muay Thai class that was led by an instructor named Michael Costa, and he is one of the hardest trainers that I have ever known in my life. But the cool thing about it is, he definitely taught from the heart and he cared about every single last one of his students. Khalil gave it his best effort. He knew he wanted to learn how to fight like Wanderlei Silva. However, by the end of his first day of training, he was completely gassed out. So his trainer took him aside and told him that he saw that he had natural ability and talent, and told him to come back the following day. Now, this was the first time Khalil said he felt as if he was accepted by another person.
Telling myself that, today is the day, or today I'm not going to smoke. That was the thing. Those vices were obviously wanting to creep back in, but I had to take it day by day and just say, today I'm not going to do it. And I wake up the next day, today I'm not going to do it.
That day-by-day approach helped Khalil to continue to better his life. He said that after a few months of training, his confidence grew, and he decided he wanted to have an actual fight, which his coaches said meant that he would need to lose 100 pounds. He did so in less than a year. What he did next made him a force in MMA and a clear-cut future championship contender. MMA career. He has had to navigate the lowest of lows and the highest of highs. He had a record of 6-1 in his amateur fights, competing as a middleweight under the Tough Enough and the King of the Cage banners. He made his professional debut as a light heavyweight with Resurrection Fighting Alliance against Livingston Lukau at RFA 15 on June 6, 2014. Rountree won the fight by unanimous decision. Now, it must have felt like a full circle moment when he got a call to appear on The Ultimate Fighter. It was that TV show that made him want to be a fighter in the first place. In April 2016, Rountree competed as a fighter on The Ultimate Fighter Team Joanna vs. Team Claudia. Although he failed to win that season, he did make it to the finale and impressed everyone with his grit and determination. And this would be a pattern for the rest of his career. He started his UFC career 0-2 before winning the next 3 via brutal knockout. His unique fighting style made him a terrifying opponent. Joe Rogan has even said that Khalil's performance against Eric Anders was the best display of Muay Thai he had ever seen in MMA. After a few stumbles, he really caught his stride in 2021. He went on a 5-fight winning streak, which ultimately earned him a shot at the light heavyweight title. Although he came up short, his performance against the champ Alex Pereira was widely respected and earned him a ton of fanfare. And speaking of earnings, his bank account has also done quite well. Big paydays. He has made life-changing money. Back when he was sharing a single-bedroom apartment with his family, they often struggled to pay the $700 monthly rent. Khalil doesn't have these issues anymore. In his career, he has earned 4 Performance of the Night bonuses, each is worth $50,000, and he has won a Fight of the Night bonus as well, also worth $50,000. On top of that, his recent 5-fight win streak was extremely lucrative. He earned $100,000 for his win over Bukauskas, while he earned over $220,000 for his KO win over Chris Daukaus, and $500,000 for his championship bout against Alex Pereira. However, perhaps his biggest win has come outside of the cage. Outside the cage, Khalil is living the good life. His social media following has exploded. He has nearly 500,000 followers on his Instagram. On there, you can check out his various hobbies, which include out on the town, going to restaurants, coffee shops, and acai places. He is also a big traveler. He is also big on meditation. He meditates every single day and considers Wayne Dyer, Alan Watts, and Eckhart Tolle as great influencers. Perhaps the greatest influence in his life is his wife, Mia Kang. For those who might not know, Mia is a British-Swiss fashion model, Muay Thai fighter, body confidence advocate, and television host based in New York City. She got a master's degree in finance and financial law in England and left modeling to work as a commodities trader before returning to modeling in New York City and winning the 2016 Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue model search and being named a 2017 rookie. So it sounds like Khalil and Mia together are the definition of a power couple.